All right, I'll count us down if you want to record yours as well. I'll count us down from five, four, three, two, and one. You can start. All right, let's just keep it simple today with the breathing. Let's just sit, whatever's comfortable for you, whether that's cross-legged, legs out, doesn't matter. Find what works best for you, and let's just sit here and breathe. No specific way. We don't even need to do the centering breath together. You can do them on your own, but just sit here and breathe and hang out for a little bit. You do need something to pay attention to. You can focus on your breath, okay, wherever it's strongest for you. The air at your nostrils, the air at your lips, could be your chest expanding. Okay, just see where you are. If you were thinking about something and no longer focusing on the breath or just sitting here, I want you to just come back. So you continue to breathe, sit. If you haven't already, close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. We're just going to go for a little longer. All right, we're going to end with two deep breaths together. And on the second one, when you hear the singing bowl, you can open up your eyes. So let's breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Long breath as you exhale. Okay, second breath, let's breathe in. And then let's exhale. You can open up your eyes. Oh, let's do some spine stretches. So let's turn clockwise. Place your left palm on your right knee. Place that right palm on the floor. Give me a gentle twist to the right. And turn your chin into your right shoulder. Continue to twist as you breathe out. Okay, twisting a little deeper with each exhale. Now let's unwind, coming back to center. Let's get our other side. So right palm, left knee, left palm against the floor behind you. Same thing in the opposite direction. Exhaling, breathing, twisting a little bit further. Right, give yourself one last twist. Let's come back to center. Oof. We're going to get our side. So sitting up nice and tall and reaching for the ceiling. Let's start on the right side. So right palm is planted, left arm is reaching through the side. Feel your entire left side stretch out. Hopefully it goes all the way to your left hip. Then let's take that right palm off the floor and reach up, or yeah, right palm, and then drop that left palm down to the mat. And then same thing with that right arm right above your head, reaching for the upper left-hand corner of the room, keeping both sit bones planted. Okay. Hopefully that right side is feeling it. We're going to bring that left arm back up to the top, and then bring the hands to heart center. And then let's get our inner thighs, shall we? So soles of the feet together. Let's let those knees drop down and then just lean forward, bending at your waist. Ooh. Okay, maybe pulling yourself in if that's comfortable for you. And then let's round out our backs and reach, get a little bit more out of the inner thighs. And then let's sit back up. Okay, let's do one for our necks. You can either return to cross-legged or stick your legs out, doesn't matter. Let's sit on the right fingertips and reach over our head with our left arm, pulling the head towards the left. Okay. Hopefully when you're sitting on your right fingertips, you can feel your right shoulder drop down, pulling the neck from the bottom. And then let's roll the head forward. Okay. And gently rolling the head back. And back to that center position. And then you can release your head and switch sides. So sitting on the left fingertips, reaching over the head with the right hand, pulling gently. And then I'm going to tilt my head back. Of course, you can go at your own pace. I'm just calling it out so you know where I am. And I'm rolling my head forward, looking down. And coming back to the neutral position. And then releasing my head. And let's do cat-cow. I realize we skipping that. I'm going to roll up my mat. Oh, moving slowly today and every Monday. All right, so I'm on all fours. Let's do 5 breath cycles. So breathing in, head and bottom up, pushing my chest towards the floor. And then as I exhale, I'm going to round out my back. Okay, arcing my back towards the ceiling. Inhale, head up for 2. And then exhale, head down. Inhale, head up. And exhale, head down. Inhale, head up. That should be 4. Then exhale. Okay, really push through the arms and push through the palms. And then last one here. Inhale, head up. And then exhale, head down. Oof, shoulders cracking. And then come into a neutral. And then you can get off your mat. If you rolled up your mat, I'm going to unravel it. Let's do child's pose, an extended child's pose. So knees are about as wide as the mat, arms reaching forward, resting the head briefly, easing with the breath. And then lean forward. We're doing extended child's pose. So your bottom's up in the air. Okay, let's do thread the needle for our shoulders. Let's keep the right palm planted. Let's reach the left arm through the hole you made with your right arm. And then reach it up. Reach your left fingertips up towards the ceiling. Opening up the chest, turning the chin up towards the ceiling as well. And then I'm reaching that left arm through the hole, left shoulder on the ground. All right, back up top. Let's rotate, opening up our left shoulder and chest as we look up. Reaching back through. This is the last cycle for the left. And then last reach with those left fingertips. And then returning the left arm to the ground. Ooh. Let's get the right arm. So right arm is reaching through, right shoulders against the ground. And then right arm is reaching up towards the ceiling. Okay, threading it through for the second time. And then back up top. And then last cycle for the right. So right shoulder is back on the floor. And then last reach with the right. And let's return to that low child's pose. My hips feel tight today. So come forward and out of that child's pose. And let's do one for our hips. So you can stand your left knee, then bring that right foot forward. Okay, a bunch of 90 degrees. So 90 degrees at your knees, your torso straight up. Rotate your hips forward. Feel your left hip stretch. You want to add the arm if that's an option for you. Feel free to do so. Ooh. Let's hold this for 10 seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping the arm down and switching knees. Ooh. So that left foot is planted in front. And I'm reaching up with that right arm. Let's do our same 10 count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Dropping the arm down. Ugh. Let's do our hamstrings. Take off my socks so I have grip here. We're gonna do that our wide stance. Okay. My favorite. Toes facing forward. Let's start by reaching up and exhale as you swan dive forward. Okay, supporting yourself on the floor if your hands can touch the floor. Legs are straight. And let's get a little bit lower. So fold the forearms or just the arms and rest the head on the forearms. Okay. You can rock side to side if you want to get a little bit deeper. You can also just stay still, whatever works best for you. Okay, taking your time with each exhale. Oh, I'm sorry, with each rock side to side. I guess you can exhale too. Breathing's good. Yeah. And then let's release the arms and plant the right palm on the floor. And then rotate that left arm up, opening up our left shoulder and chest once again. Okay, turn the chin up towards the ceiling as well. A lot of stretching today. And let's gently lower that left arm back down and switch palms. Right fingertips now reaching for the ceiling. We're still feeling those hamstrings. And let's connect the breath with the movement. So exhaling, dropping that right arm back down. And then let's just hang out here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly get up. Let's do our 10 count as usual, letting the arms and head dangle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to bring my feet and legs together. Ooh, let's do a standing side stretch. So I'm bringing my feet and legs together, standing up tall. Fingertips reaching for the ceiling, and I'm going to start on my left side. So drop that left arm down. Arm reaches over the head and body, turning the chin up towards the ceiling. And we're reaching through the whole right side. I definitely feel that all the way down to that right hip. Bring that left arm back up top as I drop my right arm down to my right side. Left fingertips are reaching. Actually, I guess both my fingertips are reaching that right. Whichever arm is facing the ground should reach towards the ground. And then we're going to bring that right arm back up top. And then bring the hands back to heart center. And let's do another one for our necks. So let's do chicken wing on the right. So grab your left wrist and drop your head to your right side. Tilting my head back as I look up. Rotate my head forward to look down at the ground. Ooh. And then back to the middle position. And bringing my head back up top and switch wrists. Grabbing my right wrist, dropping my head down to the left. Oh. And let's tilt our head forward as we look down. Then tilting my head back as I look up. All right, back to the middle position. Bring the head back up. You're gonna release your wrist. Let's do one for the front of our chest. So you start by reaching your arms up top. And what I want you to do is scrape your elbows and your fingertips against the back wall. You should feel that in the front of your chest. I actually also feel that in my shoulder blades. Okay, go at your own pace. We're gonna do it 3 times. So this is number 2. Yesterday's focus that got to me. All right, last time. Reaching up and then scraping the elbows and the fingertips against the back of the wall. Oof. All right. And then we're gonna do one for our hamstrings once again. So come lengthwise with your mat. Left leg, left toes are out in front, facing forward. Bring the arms up and swan dive over the front left leg, the straight left leg, I should say. Driving the right hip towards the front ankle. Okay, don't let the left knee or the front knee bend. Feel the left hamstring stretch out. And then let's bend the front knee and come on up. And then either rotate legs or rotate 180 degrees, whichever is more comfortable for you. And let's get the right side. So right toes are facing forward, arms are up top, and then swan dive over the straight right leg. Really drive the left hip towards the front ankle. And we'll hold it for another 3, 2, 1. Let's bend the front knee and come on up. Ooh. Hello, glute and hamstrings. All right. So let's do our moving options. So come towards the front of your mat, stand up nice and tall. Let's bring the arms up. Yeah, let's swan dive down. Now getting some dynamic motions in. And then come up to flat back, resting the hands on the knees or the shins. And then exhale, round out your back, reach a little further towards the ground and eyes up, head up, reverse swan dive. Let's only do one warm-up swan dive this week. So let's swan dive down. Then come up to flat back. Then as you exhale, round out the back and plant both palms on the mat as you step back to plank. Give me a chaturanga down into our first upward dog of the day. Oof. Come back to plank, adding a push-up here if you'd like. And then into our downward dog. Okay. Let's get those calves individually. So bend the left knee, drive the right heel down. Okay. Continually pushing the floor away with those arms. Don't let the elbows bend. And then swap sides, bending the right knee, driving the left heel. As you continue to breathe and stretch. And then returning to the right side, feeling the right calf. And then back to the left side. And we're going to do 3 cycles each time, or each side, I should say. And then last time on the right. That's a quick one. Back to the left. Hopefully your calves are feeling a little happier now. And straighten both legs. And let's do our crescent pose. Let's start with the right leg. So feet together. Let's float the right heel up into the air. and then swing it through and plant that right foot in front of you. Yes. And bring the arms and torso up. Okay, that back heel is off the mat, but very much pressing towards the floor. Looking forward. Arms are straight and reaching for the ceiling. Definitely feel that in the left hip. We're going to add our prayer twist. So bring the hands to heart center, and then twist, get into position, pressing the left elbow into the right knee. Okay. Hands are stacked nicely. You can press your palms together if you want. Right elbow is pressing in or facing the ceiling. And breathing, seeing how your balance is. Then we're going to return to crescent pose. So reach fingertips up towards the ceiling. All right. And then from here, let's bring the hands back down. Press the palms to the floor. Bring that right leg back to plank and give me a chaturanga down to an upward dog. Okay, we're at a sun salutation here. So return to plank and step the feet towards the hands. And then reverse swan dive until your hands are at the top. And then swan dive back down. Come on up to flat back. Exhaling, returning the hands to the ground, stepping back to plank. We're going to do a chaturanga to an upward dog. Back to plank, adding a push-up here if you'd like. Into downward dog. And let's do the crescent pose to a prayer twist on the left. So feet together. Bring the left heel into the air. And swing that left leg through and plant it in front as we come into crescent pose on the left. Okay, front knee is tracking over the front ankle. Arms are straight, reaching for the ceiling. We're feeling that right hip stretch out. Feeling the left quad hold us up. Okay, hands to heart center as we transition into prayer twist on the left. Okay, same thing. Hands are stacked. Right elbow is pressing into the left knee. Left elbow is pointed up towards the ceiling. The torso is twisted. We're breathing. We'll exit in 3, 2, 1. Come back to crescent pose. Reach for the ceiling. And then let's exhale. Bring the arms and torso back down. Hands are planted, and we're going to chaturanga into our upward dog. And then sun salutation before downward dog. So back to plank. Step the feet towards the hands. Reverse swan dive. Swan dive down. Up to flat back. And then exhale round at the back. Plant both palms. Step back to plank. And then chaturanga down. Do an upward dog. And back to plank. Give me a push up here if you'd like. And into downward dog. Let's do a little warrior sequence. So feet and legs together. We're back on the right. So float that right heel up into the air. And then swing it on through and plant it in front. And then as your arms come up, that back heel comes down for warrior 1. And make sure that front knee is tracking over the front ankle. Don't let the elbows flare out. And then let's transition to warrior 2. Okay, arms front and back. Palms are parallel to the ground. Let's dip back into reverse warrior. Okay, don't put too much weight in the back leg. Reach for the back of the room with those right fingertips. And let's return to warrior two. And then from here, let's do our triangle pose to our pretzel. So reach forward with your right fingertips. And then drop the right hand down to the ground. Left fingertips are reaching for the ceiling. All right, let's enter our pretzel. So drop that left hand behind the lower back. Reach underneath the right leg with the right arm. Okay, turning the chin and gaze up towards the ceiling. Breathing. Exit in 3, 2, 1. Right palm or right fingertips are back on the floor. Left arm is reaching up. And let's pop back up into warrior two. Let's straighten up that front leg. Okay, brief moment of relief. And let's bend it again, get low and into it, and come back into reverse warrior. And then back to warrior two. And let's swing that left arm forward and up for warrior one. And as the arms come back down, back heel comes up, plant both palms, right leg comes back to plank, and give me a chaturanga into an upward dog. Back to plank, give me a push up here if you'd like, and into downward dog. And let's do our left side. So feet together. Let's float that left heel up into the air. Let's swing that left leg forward and plant it in front. Let's do warrior one on the left. And reaching for the ceiling. Shoulders are facing the long side of your mat, or the short side of your mat, I should say. Arms front and back for warrior two. And we want to get low into it and settle in. And then we're going to do a reverse warrior. Reach for the back of the room with those left fingertips. And back to warrior two. And then reach forward as far as your body allows. And then drop the left hand down to the mat, left fingertips. Turn the chin towards the ceiling as you reach up towards the ceiling with those right fingertips. Okay, the pretzel's coming, so let's drop that right arm behind the lower back. The left arm reaches underneath. We're breathing. We'll exit in 3, 2, 1. Release the hands. Support yourself on the ground with those left fingertips or left palm. And then let's pop back up into warrior two. Let's briefly straighten up that leg. Get a little relief in the left quad. And then as you breathe out here, bend the left knee, get returned to our warrior two position. And then back into reverse warrior. Okay, arms front and back for warrior two once again. And then let's swing that right arm forward and up for warrior one. Okay, and then back heel comes up, arms and torso come down, plant both palms, left leg comes back to plank, and let's chaturanga down into our upward dog. Back to plank, we're gonna add a sun salutation, so step the feet towards the hands, then reverse swan dive. Hands are at the top, swan dive, back down, up to flat back. And then we're rounding out the back, planting both palms, stepping back to our plank position. And chaturanga down. into our upward dog. Whew. Okay, back to plank. Give me a push up here if you like. And into our last downward dog of the day. Really push the floor away here, out of the way. Push the floor away. Excuse me. All right, let's do our chair pose. So walk the feet towards the hands and then bring your bottom down as your arms come up. Palms are facing one another. Don't let those elbows flare out. Take off this thermal. It's getting a little toasty. Okay, returning the arms. And then keeping the arms by the arms, straighten up your body. Then we're going to work the calves. Get off the heels. Yeah, shed jackets and layers as needed. Whew. And then gently lower the heels down. Bring the hands to heart center. And let's do twisting chair pose on the right. Gently pushing the left elbow into the right knee, lowering your bottom down. Right elbow is facing that ceiling. Then we're back to center. Let's straighten up our bodies. Reach for the ceiling. Returning our balance to our toes. Lower ourselves in 3, 2, 1. Back down. Hands to center. Evening ourselves out with twisting chair pose on the left. All right, and back to center, and then third and final time, reaching for the ceiling. Woo! And see how high you can go with your toes. Really work the calves on this last one. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And we'll lower in 3, 2, 1. Back down. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. Be right back. Ooh. All right. Yeah. Oh, all right. Let's have a seat. Let's do our floor stretching. Ugh. Oh my goodness. As always, we do our table pose. So you know what to do. Soles of the feet in front, palms behind. And then prop yourself up as high as you can, or rather get your pressure pelvis up towards the ceiling. Whew. Ugh. And I am just releasing my shoulders. Then we'll lower in three, two, one, back down. Okay, don't crash. Let's do our bridge next. So we're on our backs. Feet are still planted, rolling onto our shoulders. Okay. Similar movement, but a little more stable than table. Okay, don't let the knees bow out. Pretend like you're holding a ball in between your knees. Continue to push the floor away with the feet. And we're going to go one vertebra at a time as you lower down. Okay, each one should make contact with your mat. Still rolling down. And touchdown. Great. Ooh, all right, let's do. Let me move my block. It's in the way there. Let's do one for our glutes. So right ankle's on the left quad. Let's grab the left shin. Let's do our three long breaths. Breathing into the right glute. So breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay, breathe in for number two. And then nice long exhale. Okay, last one for the right side. So breathe in and release. Nice. And let go of that left shin. Turn the right foot to the mat. So get our left leg into position. I'm gonna grab my right shin. Ooh, definitely feel that in the left side. Let's repeat our three breaths. So breathe in through the nose and out to the mouth. Number two, breathe in and release. All right, last time. Breathe into the nose and out to the mouth. Oh, okay. Let go of that leg. Let's remain our back for happy baby. So legs are up in the air, grabbing the outside parts of our feet, pulling our knees towards our underarms. And then focus on how your spine feels as you rock side to side, massaging it against your mat. Very nice. And then release the feet. Let's do a supine twist. So let's hug the right knee in. Okay, I'm still enjoying that stretch. Hello. And then we're going to pull the right knee over to the left side of our body and extend out our right arm, looking towards the right. Okay. Imagine your spine is a damp rag, and you're trying to wring it out. what I think about every time I do this one. And as you exhale, continue to twist deeper. Maybe press your right knee in towards the floor, or get your right knuckles down towards the floor. Let's stay in this one for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, bring your right leg back to center. And then let's hug in that left knee. Ooh. And continue to pull it in, enjoying how that stretch feels. All right, let's pull the left knee over to the right side of our body and twist to the other side. Left arm is reaching out to the left, looking towards the left. Oh, bringing the rag in the other direction. Okay, still twisting, still breathing. We're going to exit in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that left leg back to center. Let's sit on up. Let's do a hamstring stretch again. And I'm going to start with my left leg outstretched out in front. So I'm bringing in my right heel towards my soft tissue. Okay, arms up top. And then exhale over. Reaching for the toes, reaching for the ankle. Okay, keep the back of the left knee on the mat. Letting that right knee drop down towards the mat as well. Okay, hopefully you're still connecting the breath with the movement. Every time you breathe out, you reach. Okay, maybe even if it feels like millimeters or a millimeter. Continue the stretch. Ooh. Oh, that's about long enough for that side. So switch legs. So that right leg is out extended, bringing in the left heel. Arms are back up top. And then exhale over the straight right leg. Okay. Still breathing, connecting it to the stretch. Okay, breath to movement. I'm still pulling myself in towards this right side. And then releasing just the right side, keeping the right leg where it is. We're going to extend out the left leg. So let's do both legs together, as always. Toes are still pointed towards the ceiling. Arms are back up top. And exhaling over both legs. Ooh, come on, hamstrings. Give yourself one last pull. Okay, and sit on up. We're going to do pigeon next. Oh, take your time getting there. I know I need to. Find your plank position when you're ready. Ugh. I'm going to start with that right leg. So, right leg is out in front. Right shin is 90 degrees. For our body, you can untuck the back toes. Get low and into it. Let's hold each side for a minute. Ugh. Yeah, I'll let you know when you come out. And we're a little over halfway. We're still hanging out. No matter which position you're in, let's plant both palms in front. Okay, and then reach back, pulling the left heel towards our bottom. Let's feel the left quad stretch out. Okay, we're still stretching that left side. We'll exit in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to release my left foot. We return to a plank position. And then bring my left leg forward. So my left shin is 90 degrees, untucking the back toes. And we're getting low into the left side now. Ugh. A lot of groaning. Okay, we have about 15 seconds left. Exit in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's plant both palms in front. Then reach back behind us with the right arm. Okay, either reaching or pulling, whichever works for you. Feel the right quad. Ugh. Okay. So you can active stretch. Don't just hold the foot. Constantly pull it in. Release in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Letting go. And let's do our closing sequence. Oh. Start by sitting on your feet. Knees are about as wide as the mat. Let's take a deep breath in. And as you release, extend the arms forward for child's pose. Forearms on the mat, forehead on the mat. Just really settle with the breath. So you can relax the whole body. All right. Your next out breath, come forward out of child's pose and rotate onto your back. Oh, okay. Use my yoga block as a pillow. Or just relax my whole body. Arms are at my sides. Let's go for a long 90 seconds today. You can close your eyes, do a body scan, head to toe, see how you feel. Okay, the 90 seconds start in 3, 2, 1. That was about 90 seconds. You can keep your eyes closed, reach the arms overhead as you point the toes at the bottom, doing our morning stretch. And wriggling to the left. Straight to the right. Arching back a couple times. Then I'm rotating onto my side, taking a moment for ourselves and resting your head and face on your hands. Maybe pull the knees in gently. All right, whichever arm is on top, plant that palm on the mat and push yourself back up to a cross legged position. Okay, let's take a moment, unmute ourselves so we can Om together. Okay, sitting up tall, lengthening the spine. All right, 3 audible breaths. So breathe in through the nose and breathe out with some sound. All right, number 2, let's breathe into the nose and breathe out with some sound. right, last one. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out with some sound. Bring our hands to heart center. You can repeat after me if you'd like. May we have clear and kind intentions. Let's bring our hands to our foreheads. May we have clear and kind thoughts. Bring our hands to our lips. May we have clear and kind communications. And then returning our hands to our hearts. And as always, the light in me celebrates and honors the light in you. Namaste, my friends. Remember to pause your watch. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Okay. Well, off to a regular Monday. Oh, and it's just
Off to a regular Monday.
yeah, beginning of December Monday.
I know. Oh, so it goes. All righty. Have a good day. Let's have a good
Thank you.
week.
You too. Thanks.
Until next time.
See ya.
See ya.